Antarctica is a land shrouded in mystery and intrigue. While the icy continent has long been a subject of scientific research and exploration, there are dark and ominous reasons why certain areas remain off limits to the public. My name is AJ Spatola with Most Amazing, and these are the top 10 darkest reasons why no one's allowed to explore the Antarctic. And number 10, the mysterious restricted zones. Restricted zones in Antarctica have long intrigued adventurers and conspiracy theorists alike. While some may speculate about dark reasons behind these restrictions, the reality is more grounded in environmental conservation and scientific research. Allegedly. One scientific factor behind these restricted zones is the need to safeguard sensitive ecosystems and wildlife breeding grounds, as Antarctica boasts unique biodiversity, including penguins, seals, and various microorganisms. Human interference in these areas could disrupt these delicate ecosystems, leading to potentially irreversible damage. Moreover, most Antarctic exploration is dedicated to scientific research, not tourism. Researchers study climate change, geology, and the mysteries of the continent's ice sheets, and to maintain the integrity of these investigations, certain areas are off limits to prevent contamination or interference. Additionally, Antarctica holds numerous historic and culturally significant sites like research stations and explorer huts. These locations are protected to preserve their historical value and ensure that they remain intact for future generations to study and admire. So while the allure of hidden secrets persists, the true reasons for these restrictions are grounded in conservation and the pursuit of knowledge. Speaking of which, at number 9 are the conservation efforts. Antarctica, the icy realm at the southern end of our planet, hides many mysteries, but dark reasons prevent unrestricted exploration. Now, as mentioned, conservation efforts are paramount. The untouched beauty of Antarctica could be marred by human activity, and contamination and damage to its ecosystems loom as potential threats if we don't tread lightly. Moreover, the wildlife here already faces risks. Penguins, seals, and seabirds alike call this frigid wilderness home, and exploration can disturb their delicate existence. If you're enjoying this video so far, you can support the channel by pressing like, subscribing to Most Amazing, and ringing that notification bell. At number 8, good luck getting there. Icebergs, my friends, may seem like an innocuous obstacle, but they're just the tip of the iceberg, if you will, when it comes to the dark reasons no one's allowed to explore the Antarctic freely. You see, limited accessibility is just the tip of this frozen mystery. First, let's talk about those icebergs. They're not just chunks of ice floating around, they're colossal, unpredictable beasts. Like, the Titanic, as we all know, met its fate with one of these behemoths, and that was in the comparatively ice-free waters of the North Atlantic. Imagine the peril of navigating through the veritable maze of these frozen monstrosities in the unforgiving southern seas. But that's just the start. Antarctica holds secrets beyond its icy exterior. At number 7, geopolitical tensions in Antarctica are a cold, hard reality. Though it's devoid of military skirmishes, the region is a simmering pot of territorial disputes. You see, several countries, including the United States, Russia, and China, have laid claims to various parts of the icy continent, and this could escalate into a diplomatic quagmire. The Antarctic Treaty, in place since 1959, aims to preserve the area for scientific research and environmental protection, but beneath the surface, these nations maintain their ambitions. Recent years have seen an uptick in activity, with some establishing research stations and some doing who knows what. The fear is that competition for resources and materials and fresh water could turn this frozen land into a geopolitical battleground. So while the Antarctic may seem like an untouched frontier, it's a political ice maze with dark undertones that could chill international relations. And aliens? Well, that's just a different kind of frosty tale. At number 6, limited infrastructure. In the vast expanse of Antarctica, cloaked in perpetual darkness during the frigid winters, it conceals a multitude of dark reasons why human exploration remains restricted. But one of the main ones is the forbidding terrain, which offers limited infrastructure. The desolate frozen desert is devoid of roads, airports, and other vital facilities. So without proper support systems, embarking on large-scale expeditions becomes a perilous endeavor. The unforgiving environment and treacherous weather conditions amplify the challenge. In the heart of the Antarctic, amidst its enigmatic allure, these dark reasons combine to shroud the southernmost continent in secrecy and restriction. At number 5, why would you even want to go in the first place? I mean, come on, Antarctica is like no other place on Earth. It's not just difficult to reach, it's practically inhospitable. The numbers alone here are mind-boggling. In the summer, you've got one person per 3,570 square kilometers, and that number drops to one per 14,285 square kilometers in the winter. Compare that to Greenland, next in line, with a population density 108 times greater in the summer and a whopping 433 times greater in the winter. Now, let's talk size. Antarctica is a colossus. It's 1.4 times bigger than the USA, 58 times bigger than the UK, and 1.8 times bigger than Australia. But here's the kicker, it's mostly empty. The land is barren and unproductive. No one has ever survived on the food that grows there, if it grows at all. And the environment is brutal, to say the least. It's the coldest, windiest continent, with ice caps making it the highest too. Go far enough south and you're looking at up to 6 months of continuous darkness during winter. But wait, it gets worse. Antarctica is safeguarded by the Antarctic Treaty, a pact agreed upon by 55 countries representing 64% of the world's population. It's off limits for territorial claims and military use. Environmental protections, added in 1991, mandate strict anti-pollution and environmental damage rules for visitors and travel companies. So why not explore? Well, just take a look at the whole damn frozen package. At number 4, money, money, money. Money is often cited as the darkest reason why many people can't explore Antarctica. It's not that you're not allowed, but rather it's prohibitively expensive. The sheer cost of getting to and surviving on this icy continent is staggering. Most of the folks here are scientists, and if you're not part of a research team, you won't find much financial help or logistical support. Antarctica's remote location compounds the expense. Specialized equipment like cold-resistant gear and vehicles is mandatory. Plus, the logistics involved in reaching and navigating this frigid landmass are a logistical nightmare. Limited resources add another layer to this financial conundrum. Fuel and supplies are scarce, and every bit must be managed meticulously to sustain both research and survival efforts. So while there aren't any conspiratorially sinister secrets stopping you from exploring Antarctica, the cold, hard truth is that it's a costly endeavor that demands a lot more than just curiosity. And number 3 is the bureaucracy. Is it legal to go to Antarctica? Well, not exactly, but it's not really a free-for-all either. The Antarctic Treaty, signed by numerous countries, lays down the law. If you're from one of these signatory nations and want to venture south, you'll need permission. Tourists or workers get this clearance on their behalf, but if you're a lone wolf explorer, you'd better be prepared. No relying on research stations for food or shelter, and you must prove that you won't harm the environment. Get denied and go anyway? Brace yourself for legal fines or jail time upon your return, if you return at all. But why all this red tape? Well, international agreements like the Arctic Treaty aim to preserve Antarctica's scientific and environmental sanctity. They want to keep it a hub of cooperation, not a playground for reckless adventurers. So while the idea of the Antarctic expedition might sound exciting, it's a place where rules, not rogue explorers, reign supreme. At number 2, it's freaking cold, man. Antarctica's frigid embrace is the first deterrent. Temperatures plummet to a mind-numbing depth, plunging as low as minus 128 degrees Fahrenheit. A cold so severe it could freeze exposed flesh in mere minutes. The relentless winds, known to reach hurricane force speeds, can transform a leisurely expedition into a perilous escapade. Safety concerns cast an ominous shadow as well. Remote and isolated, this frozen continent is unforgiving to those unprepared for its unfathomable challenges. Medical facilities are scarce, and a mishap could spell doom in this desolation. The isolation itself possesses psychological risks, with months of darkness and extreme solitude pushing the boundaries of mental endurance. Antarctica's austere beauty conceals the darkness beneath, a place where nature reigns supreme and human hubris is met with icy indifference. It remains a place reserved for the most intrepid, a place where recklessness is the harbinger of despair. At number 1, go ahead. For real. Exploring Antarctica might not be as forbidden as some may think. Yes, it's true that the frosty expanse of the southernmost continent has a reputation for being a secluded and inhospitable place, but the notion that no one's allowed to explore is a bit of a misconception. The truth is, Antarctica is accessible to those with the means and the skills. You see, many people have ventured there and they're not alone. It's a matter of having the right skill set or deep pockets. Antarctic bases require specialized personnel, and if you possess those skills, you might find yourself living amidst ice and penguins. Sure, it's expensive if you want to have your own trip, but for some, the allure of experiencing this frozen wonderland up close is worth every penny. So if you dream of treading the pristine ice of Antarctica, Start saving or acquire those sought-after skills, and who knows, you might just find yourself in the company of penguins on Christmas Day, just like Steve did in 2010. The tales of secret bases and alleged encounters with otherworldly beings remain in the realm of speculation, but the veil of secrecy surrounding certain areas of the Antarctic continues to raise questions. Whether it's for scientific preservation, geopolitical intrigue, or something more enigmatic, the reasons behind the restrictions of exploration in this remote corner of our planet remain shrouded in darkness. And, as always, if there's a reason why no one's allowed to explore the Antarctic that you think I've missed, probably the ice walls and aliens, feel free to let me know down in the comments. This has been AJ with Most Amazing, and I'll catch you all in another video. Later.